Hi, it's Tiffany Lorraine Galloway. I'm the host of the Resilient Mother podcast, and I started it because of my own journey to resilience. I've done everything I can to gather resources, true stories, and inspiration, and now I'm bringing that to you. And I have a new co-host with me.
So I'm Catherine Tyson Soil, and mothers, we are creating the future. So Tiffany, you and I were on this train together, and I'm very excited about bringing amazing women's stories, mothers, help and resources and excitement, and just learning from you and learning from me and learning from all of us, just how to be resilient, how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our children, because as we say on the Resilient Mother podcast,
happy mothers, happy children, happy homes is the goal. And that's
welcome to the Resilient Mother podcast. I'm Catherine Tyson Soil. I am your host, one of the hosts of this amazing podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Miss Sheila Agnew McCoy, you were my guest, and I had to keep you on because this is part two, because there's so much that I want to talk to you about. And I want to thank you once again for saying yes. Welcome again to the Resilient Mother podcast.
Thank you. I love it. Go away. Come on, let's go. It was great. Yes, part one was great. So part two is...
Yeah, I could. Yeah, we did half hour, 30 minutes, please. Yes, listen, I always tell the young people that they need to sit at the feet of the elders. And when I go to schools and I talk, it's so funny because I'm like, I'm an elder now. I'm just sit at my feet.
Right.
But you are an elder also to me. And you all have so much information. You have a wealth of information. You've lived the lives that we've not lived yet. And so that is rich because you're a template. And I encourage women that are older to really embrace that, to embrace your position in this world, to embrace the opportunity that you have to be elders. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you and honor you for that because you make my day bright. You make me happy. I'm telling you. Miss Sheila, please tell the people where they can find you because I keep talking about you, but tell them your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever. Tell them where they can find you so they can get some daily dose of happiness.
Okay. Well, on Instagram, I'm Sheila's Fit 50 FIFTY plus. And then I also have a second Instagram, which is Sheila's Amazing Aging. And I'm also on Facebook as Sheila's Fit 50 plus with the 50. And I'm on TikTok with Sheila's Fit 50 plus. So you can find me those. Yes. And I also have a fitness group for over 50 on Facebook. And if you follow me on the Sheila's Fit 50 plus, I will direct you to that. And it's not open because sometimes I have things, that just we talk about, so. But that's where you can find me. And it's funny you said I'm an elder because my mom is 95 and I'm here with her now. And I told her the other day, I said, Mama, you do know that I'm a senior too now. Okay. She's like, she had to think about that. I said,
right.
Yeah, I'm a senior too now, Ma. So yeah, it's an honor.
Yeah.
It's an honor, and I believe that God has blessed
you. And
right. And it's a good thing to have that feeling. So I think that we're all here for a reason. And we have a season and a reason. I think we're all here for a reason in this place and time. And so it's good to be able to do some of those things that you enjoy doing. And that's why I encourage people. You said you see me outside a lot. And because I'm an outside person, sometimes I just go in my backyard and I just start working out. And sometimes I pick and choose places because I feel good when I'm outside. And I think find your spot. It doesn't have to be anything great or fantastic. It could be just sitting on your porch or whatever, but just find a place for you, a place that brings you joy, and a place that brings you peace more than anything, and joy. So that's what I think about aging, and that's why I always focus on age positivity. And I'm not saying that everything is great and peachy and all that, but I'm saying that we can still have challenges, and we can rise above adversities.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm from the island originally. I'm from the Cayman Islands. And
Okay.
so I'd always say about older people, I'd always say, that as you get older, for me in the islands, it's like they just want you to put your hair in a bun and go to church and stop talking. That's just like, get ready for Jesus, and I always say that. And I say, but we don't have to put our hair in a bun and go to church and get ready for Jesus. We can be getting ready for Jesus, but we don't need to have our hair in a bun. Like, he's everywhere, right? We can still be
Right.
around.
Yeah, it's no, I
we
mean,
can still dance,
yeah.
we can still sing, we can still, you know what I mean? So aging has changed.
Yeah. And you can don't have to be in a box, and no one's saying you have to be elaborate or wear crazy clothes or whatever, but you could be
Right.
You don't have to be in a box either, because you want to be seen and not seen, but you want to be seen in a positive light. So this it's just people, everyone's different, and I say that
Yes.
live the life the way you want to live it, but make sure that it's a life that doesn't keep you. Because I have a friend, I tease her all the time, because she said, I'm going to retire. I think she was about 62. And she said, I'm going to retire, and I'm just going to, and she was expecting her first biological grandchild. And she said, I'm just going to stay home and keep my grandchild. I'm going to keep my grandchild. I'm just going to stay home, keep my grandchild. And I'm just like, right. Okay. So that lasted about 2 years. So now she's like, she could go to her other grandmother's house now. So I said, oh no, what about you gonna stay home and keep your, you're gonna retire to babysit? Okay. And I think that's cool. A lot of people have to do that. We have circumstances now where people have to be the mother and the grandmother and the grandfather. And I am associated with an organization with grandmothers, but some people have to do that. Yeah, that's fine. On the other end, I have a friend that's 63 that just won second place in a national bodybuilding contest. The first place person was 33.
Wow.
And she's 63.
Right.
So,
wow.
It's so many things we could do out here that, age does not have to define us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that. And I love how colorful your life is and how colorful you make it, that it's not gray. It's beautiful and it's vibrant. And I love that, because I think women at any stage of their lives, they should know that they can live out loud, and they can, they can achieve their dreams. They can dream big, and they can live those dreams. And that's one of the reasons why your story really resonated with me. Just watching you, like I say, even if I don't see you come up with my feet, I'll actually go look for you. There'll be times when, I'm needing something for, and there are certain people that I will go and look for, because I know when I go and I find them, I'm going to be encouraged. I'm going to completely be encouraged. And I'll say that to a 30-year-old woman now. I'll say, listen, look here, you got the whole world ahead of you. Stop it. Like I know right now you're down in the dumps, but you are everything. You are literally everything. So come on, how do we get you out of there? How do we get you out of that? What do I need to do? Because I want people to feel encouraged. I want them to wake up every day and feel hopeful and feel excited about life, because that's what life is about. There are times when we do have resistance in our lives, we still have to be resilient. And that's really what this is about. So for me, your story. I want to share something. You are an influencer, as we talked about on the last show. And when did that happen? Like when did you know Sheila Fit 50 become an influencer? And I know you have some influencer friends as well, that I also follow. When did that happen? And how did that happen?
I have no idea. Like I said, I got on social media to inspire. I didn't know anything about influencer or anything like that. But I can say that, and I've been on social media maybe since 2007 or 8. I don't know, maybe even before that, on some type of social media. But I could say that with COVID, people were, that's all they had. They didn't have anything to do. So a lot of people got online. A lot of people stopped coloring their hair because they couldn't get the dye or they couldn't go to the hair salon. And this aging thing kind of blew up.
Right.
You know, it just kind of took all different directions and kind of just blew up, you know. And so people started talking about transitioning.
Well, you had to embrace the gray hair.
Yeah, embracing the gray hair. I've never colored my hair. It's always been gray. Well, not always, but you know, I've gradually over the years it's gray, but I never colored it. So I was like, transitioning, what is transitioning? I've always been gray since in my 20s. I've been graying. I haven't been like this, but in my 20s I was gray. And so, but it's a beautiful thing because people accept it more. And people are coming out and they're dressing and they're working out and all that. So that's really how it came. For me, I think just it seemed to progress more when I was out one day with a friend of mine, and we were on a dock, and we just started dancing and taking pictures, and that kind of like got it. And you know, when I incorporated the dance, and I started getting more and more followers. So I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm really not hung up on the influencer thing because it takes a lot to keep up with that. And I just want to be me. I don't want to be on any deadlines. If I don't want to post every day, I don't want to post every day. But I want what I post to be meaningful to people. And if that influences them, then that's what I am. So for instance, right now, my mom is 95, and I'm in Chicago taking care of my mom right now. My sister and I kind of switch up, but that's not always easy. You know, when you have a 95-year-old with a challenge. So that's not always easy, but when I do something on social media, it takes away from the stresses and the, you know, that you take on having to deal with somebody with a Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. So you have to find an outlet, and whatever your stress may be, not saying just you, but whoever listen, whatever stress you may have, find an outlet, even if it takes you jumping out and walking around the corner, which I've had to do a couple of times this week. And so whatever it is, you got to find an outlet for it. So all the time, I'm not always up and at them and out and all of that, but I am conscious of what I put out. So I don't want to get online and say, well, you know, I'm really this or really that. And if I feel that way, I'm not going to put it in that way. So what you see is the things that are positive. And I do a lot on my Sheila's Amazing Aging. I do quite a bit about caregiving and things of that sort, because people are really, it's really something that people are going through, you know, especially if you're a boomer or in that boomer stage. And, you know, those kind of things are very important to a lot of people to be encouraged during that time.
Right. Well, this is your grid. I don't know if anyone can see this. I don't know. They probably can't see it. Maybe they can a little bit. It's a little difficult, but that's your grid. Anyway, the Sheila's 50 plus, and the word is Sheila's Fit 50 plus, right? Is it?
Yeah,
and it is
FIFTY. Yeah.
FITFIFTY. Like, go and check it out, because the first reels are her dancing by a tree. So if you know it's really amazing, and I feel like right away, as soon as you click on it, you get happy. And you're right, sometimes you do have to get yourself out of your situation, out of your house, to get the breeze on your face and the sun, shining on you, and look fabulous, because you look fabulous. You have fabulous clothes, and you have over 100,000 followers. And I know those numbers don't matter to you, but why they matter is because that's the people that you're able to spread a positive message to every single day. And thank you for that, because the world needs it. The world absolutely needs it. The foolishness that I see on social media, I mean, because I'm that age where I'm like, oh my God, this foolishness. Like, what are they doing? So
And
for it to be balanced out with stuff that's
22,000
edifying,
yeah, it's a lot of
and they
praise.
certainly do.
You have to
Certainly
distinguish. Yeah, you have to distinguish between what you'll look at and what you won't look at. And so it has its positives, and then there's some things not so positive, but it's millions and millions and millions and millions of people on social media, so it's something for everyone, and you get to pick what you want, and then you get to pick what you don't want, and that's the good
thing. And the other page you said was Sheila's Amazing Aging.
Yeah, Sheila's _ amazing aging.
Okay, okay, amazing, amazing. Okay. that is incredible. Sheila, you know what I also found out about you? Now, I was calling you Miss Sheila because I'm from the islands, and ain't no business with us calling no 73-year-old Sheila like we some companion, like that's me. And I'm like, she's American. She might actually think, oh, this, I'm making her feel old. But then maybe she's from the South and they understand why I'm calling her Miss Sheila, because I was raised by, my grandmother, and they were like, who you calling their first name? You and that person is the same age in the world that we're in,
Right.
So,
well, you know what? I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago originally. I'm from the North. And I've been married it'll be 15 years on the 23rd of this month. And when I live in Georgia now. So when I first moved there, people were saying, Miss Sheila, Miss Sheila. I'm like, ugh. Because on the North, we're a little bit more, it's like Sheila. But so people would call me Miss Sheila, Miss Sheila. But I'm used to it now. It's okay.
Oh, you see, because you live. That's funny that you say that, because I did have that thought, because I spent like half my life in the States, so I was right in the sense that where you're from, naturally, Miss Sheila makes you feel old, but where you live now, Miss Sheila is a sign of respect.
Yeah, they call even the older people call you Miss. Now I still call people that Sheila, whatever your name is, but I don't care if people say Miss Sheila. It's just I know that that's the culture, so I live in the culture, so it's okay. Yeah, but you could call me Sheila.
Yeah. Because when I remember going to I remember going to school, and I went to school in Miami. I was about I think 9 or 10, and they all knew I wasn't from Miami, because I would always be Miss. So, but what I found out about you, Sheila, since you gave me permission to call you that, you're an actor. I mean, tell us about that. Like, is that something that you just started, and so I'm bringing this out right now because the first thing I saw Drop Dead Diva. I love Drop Dead Diva. I went to your IMB, by the way, so you know I was looking you up. So when did that start?
Well, that's another one of those things I never thought I would do, but that happened in my early 60s. And I had moved to Atlanta, and
Wow.
I went to Terry Vaughn, the actress Terry Vaughn used to have like a book cafe. And I went there. I had a little book out. Which one was that? Okay. I had a little book out, and I went there and I showcased my book once, you know, and it was about women over 40. But I met a lady who suggested that I do background acting. She said, you would be real good at background acting. And I'm like, really? She said, yeah. So I didn't think anything of it at that point, but maybe a week or so later, I looked into it and I registered with a background, the cast background, and I got something right away. And so I started doing background acting. And then I had someone contacted me on my Facebook page, and they wanted to know if I would be interested in coming on with their agency. And it's an agent that I have. That's been about 8 or 9 years ago. So it's an agent that I currently have. And I'm not a big actor or anything. I basically do more commercial acting than anything. And I've been, as a background artist, I was in a lot of, I had a scene in Drop Dead Diva, The Walking Dead. So a lot of stuff I don't even remember. I get people that send me stuff and say, were you on this or that? And then currently I'm more into commercial acting, as well as I do a lot of brand things with social media.
Yeah. Well, I got a little list for you that I can share. So Drop Dead Diva, Let's Stay Together, The Walking Dead, Ant-Man, Almost Christmas, Too Many Hats, Murder Chose Me, The Midlife, Shayla's Catch prequel. Listen, and that's just to name a few. So I went down the rabbit hole. And
yeah, you did.
I'm just, it was worse. It just got worse for me. I mean, I loved you before, and then I was like, no, she's just the epitome of aging.
And see, and here's the good thing. That happened in my 60s. And that goes to show you how you could, keep doing things. I did not have this ambition, but I'm the person that if someone says, you know what, you might be good at, and if I think it's something that I might like, then I move on it. I'm at that stage now. Now, earlier, when I was a businesswoman, I had a event planning and decorating company for 30 years. So earlier, I wasn't as open to always doing that. But as I age, now if people say, you know what, you may be good at this or that, then I kind of look at it and see if it fits into the realm of what I might be good at, and then I'll act on it. And so that's what I did with that particular thing. So it's fun. It's fun. I do it sometimes. I don't do it all the time. I work on projects a lot with brand ambassadors for both Instagram and TikTok mostly. That's where I do my branding at. So it's fun, and it could be extra income as well.
Yeah, of course. And what's your name on TikTok also?
Sheila's Fit 50 Plus with the 50, 50 with 50.
Okay. All right. But you know what when you were talking, what that sounded like to me, and I'm going going to say, this is a buzz term that I love, and I say this to my young people all the time. Your opportunity meter is always on.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're right.
So,
yeah, the door
if it's an opportunity and it can fit, you're going to try it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what makes your life so colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When it has to make sense for you. You can't say you're going to walk in the door and be an actress, and then you don't have any experience. You don't know which door to walk through or whatever. You have to take it. Like for me, I didn't know that someone was looking at me and referred me to an agent. I didn't even think like that. I was just doing, some of the shows, the background shows. And that's a good way to get started if you have the time, because it is time consuming. But that's a good way to get started. And for me, with an agent, I don't really do the background anymore, but I do a lot of auditioning. And so, and I go out and I look for things for myself, And I'll tell you a little secret. I just did my granddaughter calls it a lingerie, but a shapewear, little USG shapewear commercial. And so I think I might be the oldest thing on there, but it was fun doing it, So that was an opportunity I found for myself. But you have to get out there. You look, you research. The answer is not with me. The answer is the work you put into it. And I can only suggest things, but you got to do the work. Got to do the work.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you mentioned Terry Vaughn. I did want to just give her credit or her flowers, because she was in that show that Cedric the Entertainer was. Yeah. I think that was her love. I don't know if it was her boyfriend or husband, right? Was it with Steve Harvey?
It was Steve Harvey's show, and Cedric the Entertainer was her boyfriend. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. I actually auditioned.
Yes, and I love Terry Vaughn from a long time. So
you mentioned, and she's still beautiful. And I actually auditioned for a part in a TV show, and I was looking at the TV show one day, and Terry Vaughn got the part. So I was like, I don't know whether to be happy or whatever, but I was happy because I auditioned for something like that Terry Vaughn did. So it's like that. In the industry. So it's good. She's also was very nice too.
Yeah. Yes. No, she's lovely. She's lovely. And I loved her then, and I still love her. And Miss Sheila, you're a personal trainer, you're a cancer survivor, you're an influencer, a fitness strategist for amazing aging, personal trainer, like I said, wellness expert, lifestyle coach. You're an author. You're a brand ambassador. You're an influencer. You're an actress. You're an amazing, amazing woman that's 73 years old. The photo of you should be somewhere to indicate this is what amazing aging looks like. This is what blessings look like. I want to tell you that you bless my life literally every single time I interact with you online. You bless my path. And I am so happy that you said yes. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much that means to me that we're able to share you on the Resilient Mother podcast, because what you share every day, those little nuggets that you drop, those little petals of gold are just treasures, and we are blessed every day. And I send you blessings, more blessings for your life, and that's why you're so beautiful inside and out, and that's why you continue to get the blessings.
Thank you, Catherine. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you asking me. And all those things you said, I said, is that me? But I do want to point out that most of the things that you mentioned in terms of social media and those things started pretty much, most of them started in my late 50s, mid to late 50s on through now. So it's a 20-year span of that part of my life. Those are the things that I've done in my, I would say,
Yeah.
fourth quarter at this point. So don't stop. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep moving. Just get up and keep going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if they can just take one little, not even a whole page, just tear a little piece off of one page out of your book, out of your book of your life, to just be happy, just to face every day with joy and a smile on your face, and find the good in the adversity, because adversity will be there, and to be resilient through it all, and to know, to be in touch with yourself, to know what's going to work for you, what's not going to work for you, to be okay with saying no, to be okay with saying yes, and to be fearless. And I love that. And I just want to thank you so much for joining us today, again, for coming back and sitting with us for a little longer. And God bless you in your life as well, with your mom. Even though you're a senior now, you're still her little girl.
I know.
Right. So it's beautiful.
But thank you so much. I've appreciated you having me, and I appreciate it. And I really want to just tell the people that no matter what you go through, no matter what you do, you are more better than you think you are.
Absolutely. You want to follow? We're gonna leave all your links and stuff, but you want to follow Miss Sheila, Fit 50 Sheila. I just found the Sheila's _ amazing aging on Instagram, and that you said you share some stuff about the journey that you're on with your mom, as well as Sheila's 50 plus. And I'm going to look for you on TikTok, and you want to share that. And please share us with your network also, Ms. Sheila, because we'd love for people to see this interview. We'd love for people to be inspired by this, and to know that, we're showing up every week just to inspire our mothers out there that life is what you make it, and grab it by the reins and keep it moving. Just keep moving, whatever age or stage you are.
Yes. And you can also just go to SheilaAgnew.com, and all of those things will be on there as well. I didn't think about that's my website. Okay.
That's right. Easier to find you. SheilaAgnew.com. Okay, awesome. And they can click on all those things and follow you. Thank you so much once again, Ms. Sheila, for coming on. And we love you. We love you. Keep keeping on. Keep keeping on.
Yes, exactly. Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
all so much for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us today. Please don't forget to subscribe so we can share this message. We are a worldwide podcast with guests all around the world, and we want to continue to grow this community. You can find us on socials. You could also be a guest. Look for that link below if you'd be interested in being a guest on the podcast. If you know a sponsor or would like to be a sponsor, please reach out to me or Catherine as well.
Sure. We want you all on this journey. We want to hear your stories. We want to share your stories. We want to gain strength from each other, because together we're stronger. And to never forget the blessing of being a mother and what we're creating. We're creating the future every single day of our lives. So get on this train with us, and let's do this thing, moms.
I believe in you. Believe in yourself. God bless, and we'll see you around. Take care.